Hey, I'm Flutter and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over 6 things that I think would make great additions to Feral in the future. Obviously, since Feral is still in its beta stages at the time of this video coming out, WildWorks will probably implement some of these, or hopefully implement some of these, in the future before the game fully releases. But as of right now, these ideas are not in the game yet and not officially announced to be in the game yet. It was really hard to pick just 6 topics to talk about in this video since the Feral community has come up with so many cool and unique ideas for future updates, but I just picked the 6 that I think are the most popular and also ones that I love. A little side note, this is my first Feral video, so I really hope you enjoy it. Anyways, let's get right into the list. The first future update that I would love to see in Feral is PvP. A lot of players like this idea, and it's a very popular and controversial topic. I think it would be really cool to have certain enemies to fight in Feral, and I think it would attract a lot of players that like PvP. It would be super cool if fighting enemies got you rewards, sort of like in chests. But honestly, I don't know if this would be implemented or not. It's really hard to see where WildWorks is going with Feral. I think it would fit really well, but I'm not sure if WildWorks has that idea in mind. The next topic I wanted to talk about, and another popular one, is more sanctuary customization. Although the sanctuaries are super beautiful and pretty highly customizable with your favorite items, I would love to be able to change the roof color of my sanctuary. I'm not one to really decorate sanctuaries, so I don't have a lot of items, as you can see, but I think it would be super nice to change the outdoor wall color, roof color, and maybe even bush color. It would be great if you could put in specific hex codes for what color you want also. I think this would be super helpful for people who like one specific color or are going for a certain theme with their sanctuary. For example, if you're making an all-red sanctuary and you didn't want this orange roof or purple exterior because it clashed, that might be an issue. I think this would be a super cool and easy fix that WildWorks could implement just for avid sanctuary decorators. The next idea is more creatures, specifically flying and swimming creatures. This was an idea that a friend actually gave me, and I think it's so cool. It would be awesome to see a griffin soaring over you or some sort of mermaid creature in the lake. I would assume because these creatures are specific for land and water, which would give the player sort of an advantage or something new than just being on land, they would be only available in the Royal Boutique. But even so, I think it would be awesome. The next and pretty simple suggestion that I have for Feral is a way to turn off the user interface. Often when I'm trying to take a picture, the chat button gets in the way, and I think it would just be great if I could just toggle off the map and the user interface and the chat button just for pictures or if you want to record. I also think that the user interface being turned off would be super cool when grinding for materials because it would make you feel way more immersed in the game. The fifth point, and probably most important to me on this list, would be the ability to turn off trade requests and to lock your sanctuary. Obviously, I've seen Feral YouTubers get super stressed out about the trades that they get bombarded with when recording or live streaming, and I just think it would be a super simple and easy fix to just have an option to turn that off. I think sanctuaries should also be lockable like dens in Animal Jam for obvious reasons. Sometimes you just don't want somebody in your den at the time, or you're decorating and you don't want people in the way, etc, etc. And the last point that I have is a masterpiece system. Obviously, because in this game your character is so highly customizable, it definitely attracts a lot of artists to the game, and I think it would just be really cool if they could express their creativity further. I definitely think that a art system, like a masterpiece system in Animal Jam, would be a super cool addition to the game, and I think that it could really add a lot and add a lot more appeal to sanctuaries. Anyways, that was my list of 6 things that I think would make great additions to Feral in the future, and I'm so excited to see what the future has to hold. My leg is glitching into the floor. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'm very excited to make more Feral videos in the future. If I missed a feature that you want in the game, or if you have any ideas for a feature in the game, please tell me in the comments down below. I would love to have a discussion about new Feral updates. And if you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Anyways, that is all from me. I hope you have a lovely day or night, and stay sweet.